September.
camp.
Right. That's like 8 weeks away.
No, they're saying it's got to be done, but training camp is July 28th.
Yeah. So,
yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's possible with logos and designs. And
if Nike's involved, they'll get her done. Well, I think, and Lugs, you'll remember this guy, Bill Campbell, old TV general manager, always said, follow the money. And that's exactly what Mr. Snyder will do.
Oh, yeah, no, the cash talks. I mean, you start talking about losing $250 million, that'll get your attention, you know.
All right, it's 15 minutes past the hour and 62 degrees. Our third topic, suggestions are being made. Baseball Hall of Famer Frank Robinson's name belongs on MLB's MVP trophy. He's the only player to be named MVP in both the National in 1961 and American League in 1966. Later became the first African-American manager in 1975. He managed for an additional 16 seasons. The name on there now, Kennesaw Mountain Landis. He was the first commissioner of baseball from 1920 to 1944. The baseball writers say they're considering removing that name. Many feel Landis effectively kept baseball segregated. Gents, change that trophy or what?
Yeah, I think you have to. But I think you need to update everything at a certain point. I mean, Kennesaw Mountain Landis, who, you know, how many 3 people in America could have named that? I mean, we just call it the MVP trophy. So, yeah, and Frank Robinson, man, he was, according to the bits I've read about folks who played with him and for him, he was an excellent guy just all around. So, no argument, really.
And sadly died just last year.
One of those moments.
Yeah, I agree with Lugs. I actually kind of like the idea of just, I don't know if you wait like a quarter of a century or like every half century or a quarter of a century, probably maybe at least 50 years, you go and change and adapt the name so they have some touchstone or with the audience. Like, you know, I mean, these sports, obviously, in a few years, I mean, some of them are younger than the other ones, but in a few years, like you said, the Kennesaw Mountain Landis, I mean, that name doesn't register anything at all with anybody. So
I thought that was a geographic location.
Yeah. It's one of the national parks, I think.
So that brings up an interesting question. So what should the Heisman, like if we're going to do this, what would the Heisman be? What would you rename the Heisman?
I guess, well, one name that I think wouldn't happen would be the OJ. So
Archie Griffin.
Yeah, Archie Griffin.
Archie Griffin, 2-time winner.
OJ doesn't make any sense.
No. Nope.
How about the Red Grange? You know?
I mean, I like Red Grange. Again, I think that gets into how many people in your demographics know who Red Grange is. I mean,
just me.
Yeah.
I had not heard that they were considering changing the Heisman. I didn't realize that there was an issue.
Oh no, I was just bringing it up if we're changing the names.
Oh, okay.
Too often.
Is that Amos Alonso? Is it Heisman?
Staggs. That's Staggs.
That's
Amos Alonso. Staggs.
Or would the thing be like how in the Hall of Fame you have to wait 5 years? Like, say after the person dies, you give them like 25 years after their death, and then you change it.
Mix it up.
Sure.
Or something.
That sounds good to me.
I'm just saying, like the MVP for the NBA playoffs right now is Bill Russell. Obviously, Bill Russell's still alive, so you know there's no reason to change that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And besides, you know, he's my man, so I always think of him as the GOAT in NBA terms.
Is he coming over for dinner later, Lux?
Yeah, we're going to have lamb.
Is he going to get in your car and on a hot plate? Are you going to make?
We're going to
baseball sandwiches.
I got the griddle going right now.
You got a chicken brisket on the manifold under the hood, wrapped in foil and marinade. Do you?
And corn on the cob. Yeah, we're going to have a little special get together.
And some skillet potatoes. Okay, it's time for wild ass predictions. And my echo effect didn't work. So take it away. Somebody want to do that for me?
All right. My wild ass prediction is going back to the Washington thing. They're going to rename themselves. The Washington Bullets enter themselves back in controversy. But they'll do it because, again, follow the money. They already have a logo. They already have like a name. They just have to modify it from a basketball to a football. Obviously, people will be mad about it. But in the end, it was a great logo, and people will buy it. So,
wasn't that logo the two hands were the L's and they held the ball? Am I wrong about that? Bullets?
I don't know. It was like it was a bullet. I want to say like at a 45-degree angle. And like it had I forget what the font was. It had just like Washington Bullets over the top of it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Red, white, and blue. So,
yeah, that's strong.
Yeah, and it would be nice. It'd be like Pittsburgh. Washington could be like Pittsburgh, where like all the teams have the same colors, red, white, and blue.
And they put their logo only on one side of the helmet. We've got it.
Yeah,
just like the Steelers.
Yeah, Washington Bullets.
Lugs.
Well, I'm saying that they're going to name the MVP trophy in NFL for Fran Tarkington, just because I wanted to say Fran Tarkington. So
good reason as any.
Why don't you just say Joe Theismann, Bobby Douglas? I mean, some obscure quarterback. Fran Tarkington. The man went to 4 Super Bowls and didn't win any.
Hey, he got there, though. So did Jim Kelly.
Well, they always ask Bud Grant, so what did that mean to you when you went to the Super Bowl 4 times and lost? He says, I don't know. I got in the Hall of Fame.
And he has a hell of a yard sale. So
and a nice head of hair, too, by the way, for a man his
age.
Yeah.
He's still cranky as hell. So it would be your turn there for.
Yeah. Sorry. I got so caught up in the excitement of this program.
But Grant's put you right to sleep.
Yeah. I mean, that I was reaching for the Geritol there. Wild ass prediction for me is baseball will not happen still. I don't think they're going to pull it off. There's too many guys pulling the plug. There's too many guys getting tested positively. They won't be in a bubble. Some of the teams are wanting to let fans in. I think they're crazy, and I don't think it'll happen. I know it's supposed to happen at the end of this month, but not for me.
I like how you stick to your guns. Very respectable. You doubled down. You tripled down. You quadrupled down.
Old soldiers never die. They just fade away.
Also, to be fair to your point, just the numbers in Arizona, like, it's one of like the biggest hot spots. So it's just like.
And Florida.
Yeah, in Florida. So, which for basketball. So,
yeah.
Anything else, boys?
Well, I'd like to note the passing of 2 great musicians, Charlie Daniels and Ennio Morricone. Charlie Daniels, I guess he's going to meet with the devil now, so he'll know why the devil went down to Georgia. And Ennio Morricone, from everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly, just all of those spaghetti westerns. What great soundtracks.
Did they ever play together or have a duet or, perform side by side at a state fair or anything?
I think it was at a Prague festival in Guadalupe, Italy or something. I don't know. So, bada bing, bada bing.
I thought Prague was in Czechoslovakia.
I feel robbed because I did not get a haiku. So
we'll save that for next week.
All right.
I'll double up for you. Also, if we're gonna do shout outs to people that passed away.
Okay.
I just want to. I don't know with this.
You have a new segment. I'm making a note.
And
now people who have passed away. Go ahead.
The passing of Carl Reiner. A great part of the comedy community from being one of the forefathers of television. Comedy,
the fabric of America.
Shows, Dick Van Dyke Show, but also being the director of the second best Steve Martin movie, The Jerk. So, Carl Reiner.
And I was shocked. I mean, I guess I shouldn't have been, but he's 90. He was 98. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm requesting a coup on TJ Houshmandzadeh. Okay, if you can work that in next week.
Yep, TJ Houshmandzadeh. Thank it.
Wow, that brings to another riveting close, an edition of Sports and Other Stuff, sponsored in part by Big Top TV, the big screen store. Biggest one they have is only 32 inches, but flat screens are on our set. They're provided by Big Top TV. Stop in and ask for
Fish, and he'll show you how to properly align your new tube.
We are the Sport Weasels, first in sound, first in service, and first in new tubes. So that's all we have time for today. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody. New tube indeed.